What's going on, guys? John Alder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to set up event approval for our app with Django and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to set up event approval. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. If you're looking to take your coding to the next level, Codemy.com is for you. Okay, like I said, in this video, we're going to start to set up event approval. So up until now, anybody could submit an event and it just appeared on our website. So now we want to start to set up a mechanism where an administrator, can approve or disapprove an event. And we don't want them to appear on the website until they've been approved. So you may want this, you may not, but it's an interesting little exercise so we can learn a few things. We probably won't finish this in one video, but we'll at least get the groundwork laid and start to work on this. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in this series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So let's head over to our events models.py file. And this is our event model that we have up until now. We've got a name, event date, venue, the manager, description, and who's attending. And what we want to do now is add another field to our model here. And I'm just going to call this approved. Right? Call it anything you want, but approved kind of makes sense to me, or approval maybe, something like that, but approved is fine. And here, this is going to be a models dot. And up until now, we've worked with foreign keys, text fields, many-to-many fields, and car fields. But now we want a Boolean field. And Boolean is just true or false. So is it true that it's been approved, or it's false it's been approved? It has been approved or it hasn't been approved. So Boolean field is perfect for this. And we're probably going to end up using a checkbox at the end to check whether it's, approved or not. And if you check it, it'll be true. If you don't check it, it'll be false, right? Pretty simple. And we can give this a little label if we want. It really doesn't matter. I can just call it approved. We do also need to set a default. So let's go default equals false. So by default, we don't want the things to be approved. If you want them to just automatically be approved, you would put true there, and then they would automatically be approved. You may want that. You may want them to be automatically approved. And then you may have an administrator kind of look at them and go, wait a second, I want to unapprove that one. To me, I think we want to start out having them unapproved, and then they'll be accepted or, declined by the admin user later on. So, okay, that's all that we have to do there. Default equals false. And that looks good. So let's go ahead and save this. Now let's head over to our terminal. We've now made a major change to our model, and we need to migrate that. And remember, anytime we make a big change to the database, the model, it's always a two-step process. We have to make a migration and then push that migration. So I'm in my myclub/myclub website directory. I've got my virtual environment turned on, and we just want to go Python manage.py make migrations. And this is plural. I know we've only did one thing. We've only made one change, but it's still plural, migrations. So we hit that, and boom, that's been approved. Looking good. So let's go Python manage.py migrate. Okay, that looks good. So let's run our server now. Python manage.py run server, and that looks good. So let's head back over to our website, and let's go to the admin section. And if we log in again here, if we go to our events and just sort of click on one, test 2, you'll notice there's no checkbox anywhere on here for approval. That's because we need to add it to this whole thing right here. So we head back over to our code, and we want to go to our events admin.py file, and then come down here to our event admin section. And this is where we sort of define all the things that are going to show up there, right? So here we can have a manager and put approved. Remember, that's what we called this guy right here. So that's what we put right here. So go ahead and save this, head back over here, and click on one of these again, and boom, now we could see that this is approved, right? Very cool. And if we click this and save it, so we click on this one, it's not been approved. We click on test 2, it has been approved. So let's head back over to our actual website here, and let's see. Go to events, all events. You'll notice there's no field on here for approval. So let's change that just because, I don't know, maybe we want to take a look at it ourselves. So let's go to our templates, events, and that's going to be event list page. And then, I don't know, maybe under the description, we could say approved. And then this is just, let's close that. This is just going to be event.approved. Save this, head back over here, hit reload, and you'll see test 2 has been approved. Thanksgiving Day Parade has not been approved. It's false. Remember, this is a Boolean field. It's either going to be true or false. Well, right here, if we want to just put things that have been approved, we could create an if statement right here. A bunch of different ways we could do this, but this is pretty simple. We could say if event.approved, because this is a Boolean field. So if event.approved is true, let's see, put all this stuff, and then let's say and if, and for some reason Sublime has put a bunch of those in there. Save this, head back over here, hit reload. Forgot the little thingamabobs there, and that's the official term. And we only need one of those. All right, so there we go. Hit reload, and you'll see now there's only one listed, right? Because only one thing has been approved. We come back here and let's click on Thanksgiving Day Parade. If we approve it here, save it, come back over here, hit reload, boom, now there's 2 things there. So, okay, maybe you want that, maybe you don't. For now, I don't know, we'll leave it on there, I guess. But coming through here and sort of clicking on each of these things and approving them or disapproving them manually like that is going to be a hassle. What we really want is our own admin page that we can, have all the events listed as the admin user, go through and click each one. And this video is getting a little bit long. I think we're going to save that till next time. But now we have at least the framework. We've got our Boolean set up. So it's, approved, true or false. The heavy lifting of this is done. Now we just need to create a little web page for the admin user to quickly and easily check or uncheck each one. And I think we'll look at that in the next video. So that's all for this video. If you'd like to, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube22 to get 50% off membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.